Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. My name is Muhammad NORSHAMIRA bin Muhammad YUSOF. Today we are from group 22. We are going to discuss about product life cycle of a wheelchair. This group consists of 5 people, which is Amirul Iman, Muhammad NORSHAKIR, NOEL, NORSHAMIRA AIZAT and SYAHINDAH. This project is a study on how manufacturing goods can be manufactured without neglecting the environmental impact. The second one is to study the technique that can be used while designing any product, such as DFMA, FMEA, and QFD. Next, for this project, the product that we choose as our reference is wheelchair.
Assalamualaikum, and my name is Amirul Iman, and I'm going to explain about the literature review. Next, the design on the conventional manual wheelchair. Thanks. There are about 650 million people that have disability in the world, and 10% of them need a wheelchair. Now, what is the design of wheelchair? Design of a wheelchair makes specifically for people with some form of impairment, such as a spinal cord injury. They may cause them to have some problem to walk. The main goal of this design is to make the user to sit and only use their half of the top of the body to move the wheelchair with their hand. So, Christopher John Olsen is an American inventor that invented the first omnidirectional wheelchair that capable of climbing steps, traversing all types of terrain, and having an adjustable center of gravity. So, the International Organization for Standardization must be set for the wheelchair standards. The wheelchair uses ISO 7176 is the terminology and testing procedure for assessing wheelchair performance, size, strength, durability, and the safety are defined. Next, as we all know, every product has an impact to the environment. Therefore, by using DFE method, we may avoid or maybe reduce the environmental impact from the product. In 2003, Shining Sun quoted that 3 primary design support aspects presented is LCA, life cycle assessment, design for disassembly, and expert system. Due to the environmental impact of the modern industry, the material and energy flow of the industry system have piqued interest. Meanwhile, McDowell and Balgrad 2002 quoted, we must design a product that are merely less damaging to the environment due to interthermal change, like as to reduce the energy use, trash output, or use of toxic chemicals. So how are we going to use the DFE? There are several steps are required, and that is, first, set the DFE agenda, which is driver, goal, and team. Then, identify the potential environmental impact. Third, we have to select the DFE guideline. Fourth, apply the DFE guideline to the initial product design. And then the fifth, assess the environmental impact. And then the sixth, refine the product design to reduce or eliminate the environmental impact. And lastly, reflect on the DFE process and the result. And that's all for me. Thank you, and I will give to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is NORSHAMIRA. I will explain about methodology part in this project. The main purpose of a life cycle is to reduce the product resource consumption and emission while also improving the socio-economic performance throughout its life cycle. As shown in the slide, this is the typical product of a life cycle, which begins with the pre-production, also known as a raw material, then move to product production, distribution, uses, and ended with recycling. Next, the function of eco-design web is to analyze the eco-property in the design of a component of a selected product, which is wheelchair. There are 7 parameters distributed which will determine the suitability properties of each component, and each component will evaluate by using a linear scale, which typically is consisting of 1 to 5 scale. This is to allow for the identification of the worst and the best life cycle stages. And each parameter can also be used to compare the material, product, or services to aid cooperative life cycle assessment. Eco indicator is a tool that allows for identification of a stage of the life cycle. It is also as eco indicator calculation to quantify the material and the processes that can be performed, but also fail in the form of the eco indicator. The eco indicator will show a score based on the influence of a human health.
Hi, my name is SYAHINDAH binti ROSLI. In this part, I will explain the result of wheelchair that we get from 3 methods, which are product life cycle, eco design web, and eco indicator. Firstly, a product life cycle of a wheelchair. This figure shows the life cycle of each material that we use to produce wheelchair. This wheelchair consists of 5 types of material because each part of product is made from different material, which are nylon, rubber, stainless steel, carbon fiber and wheel. Firstly, the life cycle of nylon products start from nylon polymerization to produce nylon material, then go to manufacturing stage to produce part of wheelchair such as armrest, backrest and push aids. For rubber product material, which the raw material is made from rubber, and start to manufacture wheelchair such as push handle, rear wheel, tipping lever and caster wheel. For the stainless steel material, it is made from raw material which is iron chip and used to produce wheelchair parts such as front ringing, leg rest, metal skirt, hand rims and brakes. Next, life cycle of carbon fiber start from raw material extraction, then transfer to material processing. In material processing, the polymer will combine with other material to form carbon fiber. So, carbon fiber will produce wheelchair parts such as footrest. Lastly, the life cycle of beam products start from formulation to combine polymer and oil to make beam material. Then the material will transfer to manufacturing state to manufacture the part of wheelchair such as seat. Overall, the life cycle for each material will start from raw material, material processing and then transfer to manufacturing phase to produce the part of wheelchair. All the product from the material can be recycled except carbon fiber product. The second method is Eco-Design Web. In this session, each part of the wheelchair will be analysed using Eco-Web design method to determine the level impact of the product that occur during its life cycle according to the type of material used for each part. The wheelchair has 16 components and the product will disassemble into each part to plot the scale on the Eco-Design Web template. This is the process tree of life cycle of a wheelchair. The process tree shows the life cycle of a wheelchair from raw material until disposal in industrial waste. This flow process is start from the type of material that we go through the manufacturing process to produce each part, such as stainless steel for shearing process, rubber for molding process, wheel, nylon and carbon fiber for extrusion process. All parts will disassemble to produce a complete product. The product start to distribute and used by the consumer until the final process of the product become waste material. For eco-indicator, it divides into 3 categories which are production phase, use phase and disposal phase. In this production phase, all material and process that we get from process 3 will be analysed using relevant eco-indicator value, and then we calculate the result by multiplying the amount of weight with the indicator value. The result of the indicator represents the load of environmental impact. For use phase, it consists of transport and energy. Transport is the product being transported to all around Malaysia by 28-ton truck. The amount of transport we get from the formula which the weight of product divided by 1000 times the total distance of truck. For energy, is the energy consumption that used during production process of wheelchair. Based on the result, a higher the indicator represents a greater environmental impact. The next topic is discussion. In this section, we will discuss the aim redesign to reduce the impact of product to environment by extending the product lifespan, increasing the function of part and selecting a better material. Based on the result that we get from Eco-Design Web, some improvement must be made to the wheelchair to improve the scale of Eco-Design Web. Firstly, the improvement can increase lifespan of product by apply coating to the external part that might undergo corrosion. It will increase the resistance of product. Secondly, increase the function of part of wheelchair by eliminating leg raise because foot raise can do the function of leg raise. Indirectly, it will reduce the weight of product. This improvement that has been made will result in the scale of Eco-Design Web from worst scale to good scale as shown in the figure before and after redesign the wheelchair. Next is selecting a better material. Based on the table eco-indicator result, we need to consider developing an aluminium material wheelchair instead of stainless steel wheelchair to reduce the production phase. As we can see in mechanical and eco properties of stainless steel between aluminium, aluminium has low primary production compared to stainless steel. In terms of strength, aluminium is the highest tensile strength value compared to stainless steel. Then, aluminium also is more lightweight than stainless steel. Besides, to reduce the use phase, the wheelchair could be more simplified the design by reducing the part of wheelchair so it can reduce the weight of the product.
Hello, my name is Noel Tan, the last presenter of this topic, which is the conclusion. As a final talk, based on all of our team conversation regarding this assignment, we can achieve our goal of defining the life cycle, eco-web, and researching environmental impact on eco-indicator. Aluminium material may be considerable cheaper and have a longer lifetime, as well as ensure energy efficiency for a better proposal of the product, which is the wheelchair. In recent years, environmental concerns have risen to new high. People have been affected by environmental factors resulting in environmental and human life instability. Because everyone wants to avoid future environmental instability, the manufacturer, especially the design team, should be in charge of developing the plan. That's all from us. Thank you.